Well, ladies and gentlemen, this morning we have with us none other than Mr. Anil Kumar Chalamala Setti, Chief Executive and Managing Director, Greenko. So please put your hands together as I invite Mr. Chalamala Setti on the stage, and let's gather the special address on carbon-free energy to decarbonize energy and industry.
Hi, good morning everyone. It's a privilege to addressing towards an audience that is committed towards making our country the leadership in the green, inclusive, sustainable global growth. I thank ET for giving me the opportunity, bringing together all the like-mindeds over here, looking at the urgency towards an advancement of mitigating global warming and sustainable development. India's accelerated efforts towards renewable energy has begun with an RE Invest 2015, wherein a commitment of establishing 266 gigawatts of renewable energy capacity was made. Post 2015, India today added up to 67 gigawatts of solar and wind capacity until August 2022. Today we are keeping with or exceeding our commitments on the sustainability, sustainable development goals, and we are confident that our direction is right and must accelerate efforts in keeping with the framework set out by the Prime Minister, Honorable Narendra Modi ji. Most of us over here strongly believe in the needs of the two UN Sustainable Development Goals, especially with an access towards affordable and sustainable energy and combat towards climate change and its impact. We at Greenko are focused towards contributing towards these two goals. India's climate ambition to address these SDG goals, alongside with the Panchamrit presented on the great strategic opportunity presented by Narendra Modi ji for India while achieving the energy independence and decarbonizing our economy. I take great pride and proud to be a part of this whole journey with the great nation's vision, with the courage and intent. Given the backdrop of these commitments, what actually India has put through our NDCs in the UNFCCC, the significantly commitments, and to my mind, it's a great opportunity for the enterprise of our country. India is the third largest energy consumer with one-third of the global per capita energy consumption, and a huge potential to grow for our consumption with the socio-economic development was provided, and giving the great opportunity for the enterprises to take a greener route. Today, India's installed capacity generation is 405 gigawatts. Of that, 235 gigawatts is fossil-based and 170 gigawatts is non-fossil-based. Out of which 100 gigawatts is wind and solar, and small hydros is 15 gigawatts, large hydros are 47 gigawatts, and 8 gigawatts are nuclear. India's energy market is approximately $2,000 billion, of which LCD participates only 18%, and in which, again, RE market is hardly $4 billion on a per annum basis. After $200 billion of a USD energy market, close to $160 billion is from the oil and gas markets. It's a great opportunity for given the technologies which have been advancing globally, and given the opportunities how the global decarbonization has been accelerating, and how India is given the resources availability, how we can participate into the 160 billion market from the 4 billion market. India has been blessed with a non-competitively with a geographic advantage, where we have an Himalayan region, Deccan Plateau, and southern peninsula, and given within one national grid, and having integrated with all this renewable energy accessibility, and to fulfilling towards the 300 gigawatts of additional capacity what we want to add, and making the actually the decarbonized industrialization, taking the 4 billion markets towards the $160 billion of the oil and gas market, I see it's a great opportunity for Indian entrepreneurs, Indian enterprises, and further not only the domestic consumptions, but also it enables us towards taking towards a global export market as well, converting this energy, these green electrons to green molecules, and exporting the green molecules to global markets. The progress towards the desire and desperate needs for the decarbonized products globally, and where India is standing ahead of India's aspirations, standing ahead of the global aspirations, and having a technology, resources, and entrepreneurial capability in India, we see a great opportunity coming in given 2 to 5 years, while the European markets and US markets are quite far ahead. And evolving towards geopolitical risks, I see India has been a great potential opportunity. Given this, we have a great opportunity at the markets over there, exporting towards while we can rejuvenate our existing industries, making them more of a green product exportable, and making it and participate in the global carbon markets. You're going to see while we have a huge dependency on the energy security and dependency on dependency on the fossil fuels, which we are scared of. While we don't have any gas availability, we import close to $25 billion of an LNG just for hydrogen basis, which has been predominantly used as hydrogen molecule, not for energy basis, which is predominantly used in the refinery and chemical industries, which can be easily be replaced with our renewables and converting into green hydrogen, which can be used in most of our industrial base. And this will position our Indian manufactured products into the global commodities. By virtue of this process, we've been working closely with the various industries to make their product green and make them enable towards export to the global markets. Just moving towards how do we actually take participation towards our industries, given this we have an abundant renewable resource available, and given there's an aspiration towards the global market for green products, and while we have mineral rich and industries back in India, we actually seen a great opportunity having 80 gigawatts of captive fossil fuel based captive assets within industries. How do you decarbonize them? That's where actually we could able to see, unless until we want to make our products to be globally standard and globally stand them as green products, we have to define towards carbon-free energy. What does it mean to carbon-free energy? That given these renewables are non-dispatchable, non-firm, that directly the generation directly linked with a resource at the natural resource available. How do we make them firm, flexible, and dispatchable? That's why we could be able to come with a solution. While at the Greenko, we were able to design a new storage application which are 100% made by India, designed, supplied, and built in India, like hydro pump storages, which are eminent for this is one of the solutions, while there are various solutions coming up towards mechanical and chemical processes. But the lowest hanging fruit, given the advantage of Indian Deccan plateaus and the river streams what we have, the accessibility towards and well integrated within wind and solar locations. This initiative, what we have been initiated to address towards long duration storages to enable the renewable energy available round the clock and making them flexible and as well as firm. Given that you're going to see, given within long duration storage, the various products we were able to address the markets. Either it can be discounts, either it can be then round the clock supply required for manufacturing industries, or towards the discounts who has got a mix of bucket of renewables requirement, bucket of energy, basket of energy required, which are trying to address the various peaks of the days. And from there, we were able to address various consumer bases. Either it can be discount, whether it can be in the manufacturing of steel, aluminum to making the products green, and from there towards various discounts to meet up towards their peak energy requirements. And one of the most interesting aspect of this renewables, making them available into them independently towards a basket of energy, is to make this energy will be not only be sustainable as an affordable today, much cheaper than the fossil fuels, but also it's an inflation free. It's been actually, it doesn't actually, but it's been, so it gives a clear visibility towards any commodity manufacturers to have a great visibility of the manufacturing cost and the competitiveness, which will enable towards them much further into the integration into the supply chain into the whole marketplaces. From this opportunity, we have actually been working towards developing a larger asset basis across the country and designing towards an intelligent renewable energy storage platform. To starting with 50 gigawatt hours, which can be used more than once in a day by 2025. and targeting toward taking towards 100 gigawatt hours, which will enable any renewable energy generator to store their energy and move it towards their requirement. Either it can be captive users or it can be just generators who want to take arbitrages into their energy markets, or it can be financial players as well, who can draw energy from the simple renewable energy generators and move into the different times of the day, which they can make arbitrages. So that's platform what is being evolved towards it. So what I see is the opportunity what's been as an NCDs, what the government of India has been committed, and what actually the whole global warming has been participating, evolving towards. It gives us great opportunity for us. How do we participate into the global decarbonized carbon economies? Just want to take one more slide. Where today, globally, the energy architecture has been evolving. Earlier, yesterday, we used to have a very segregated energy value chains, where we had a power, oil, gas business into the power industry, while today we are going to see the energy markets are disrupting into the electricity market is converging into various sectors. It can be transport sector, it can be a chemical sector, it can be fertilizer sector or refinery sectors as well. And how does actually is going to even impact towards it? As changing the whole upstream from oil and gas towards and how do we taking in solar and wind as a new upstreams? How do we actually convert these opportunities into various forms of either it can be various chemicals which we used to be outcomes of yesterday's midstreams. And today, end of the day, the whole downstream market value chain is been demanding for green carbon-free products. Unless until we drive towards a carbon-free energy within global standard levels, are leading the standards towards ahead of how actually US or European markets, we will be taking the opportunity towards the global markets in our Indian products to be exporting towards the global markets. We have seen many hard to abate sectors such as steel, aluminium, other fertilizers have adopted this carbon-free energy to make the business towards it, to make them transition towards participating in the global markets as well. And India has been the first of its. We've been having this opportunity probably in 5 to 6 years ahead of the global markets what will be there. And not only the resources and the strength of our grid discoms and these long duration storage can be implementable either at various levels. It can be generator levels, or discom levels, or in transmission levels, or end user levels. But end of the day, we have to transition ourselves towards how do we present our global exportable products. We manufacture them carbon-free energy, so that we are saying that ours is a carbon-free products. India will harness this opportunity to become an energy independent and net exporter. In this path to the decarbonization to meet the NDCs and further, the dispatchable RE is going to be critical in manufacturing cost-effective green products and derivatives like hydrogen and other fuel, new energy fuels. And I believe strongly the pumped hydro storages or the long duration storages will be actually a solution towards a carbon-free energy and zero carbon molecules, which are critical towards deep decarbonization, and which should enable us towards exceeding the NDCs and positioning India's proud positioning in the global. As such, politically we have been having a huge commitment, and that's an opportunity which, and we have geographically we have great resources, and we have a great entrepreneurship here, which we have taken opportunity into leading the international carbon economy. With this, I take an opportunity. Thank you all.